This is the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertson and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star.
Here we go. Run Z.
Brought to you by
Miller Lite, the only beer of the Cowboys. Albertsons, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Bacardi, live passionately, drink responsibly. Bacardi. And by Mahindra. Find your nearest Mahindra dealer at TexasMahindraDealers.com.
Now, your hosts, Jeff Kavanaugh, Taylor Stern, and Brad Sham.
And welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Cowboys Hour. It's a Victory Monday.
Woo!
It's Victory Monday. And that is why we are a hardy band of true cowboys out here at the Omni Frisco. Give yourselves a big round of applause because we are celebrating the Cowboys' win over the Philadelphia Eagles, and we don't care how cold and windy it might feel because it's only a feeling. It's right, not guys? How it really is, because what it really is the heat of Victory Monday. And there we go. That's what I'm talking about. We're delighted to have Jeff Kavanaugh back with us, and we are delighted to have as our guests this evening, reading from your right, my left, Chido Awuzie and Jourdan Lewis. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming out on your day off.
Let's get it.
With no sleep. How much sleep have you had, Jourdan Lewis?
Not a lot.
Not a lot?
No.
Did you sleep on the plane? Do you sleep on planes?
I tried to.
Did you last night?
Yeah.
You did?
It hurt, though.
It hurt?
Yeah, it was bad.
Just
it was
hard to fall asleep?
Physically?
Yeah, it was hard. Physically, it was like, it was real tight. So it was bad. That 3-hour flight was bad.
Yeah, Chido, do you sleep on planes? Did you get any sleep last night?
Honestly, I had the whole road to myself, so like
yeah,
I turned into like a little bed. You know what I'm saying? But
okay then.
Yeah, I had.
How did we get that set up?
Yeah, that's great.
Shoot, we got a good plane. We got
nice
blessed.
work. Well, we appreciate you coming out on a day that feels shorter because of the 4 a.m. arrival and on your day off, and to celebrate Victory Monday. I feel like I'm going to have to. These people are really fans, and I think I might repeat that a time or two. You counting them up, Jeffrey?
Yeah, no, I'm counting them up, and I wanted to ask Chido something. You played at Colorado.
Yeah.
But were you born in San Jose?
Yeah, I was.
How long were you in California?
Basically for like 18 years until I went to Colorado.
Okay, so does the cold? How long does it take to get used to cold? Is being in Colorado enough, or is this still very cold?
It was enough, and then definitely playing in it, playing in Colorado, playing in places like Washington, Utah, where the altitude's high, the wind's high, and like it's real cold. So I kind of got used to it, but I mean, no one can really get that used to the cold, so, I'm hanging in there still.
And then Jourdan is trying to convince me that, he's from Detroit, Michigan, and he's trying to tell me that this is what Michigan is like right now. Is that true?
Right now. It's going to get worse.
Well, he's right. I mean, as a Midwesterner, let me tell you that he's right. And let me add to that, if we wanted to be in Detroit right now, our butts would be in Detroit. Yeah. We're in Dallas. This is not what we're expecting, but it's what we have. Now, let me just remind everyone that this is the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, and this is our regular Monday night stop at 6 o'clock all over the Dallas Cowboys radio network. So thanks to those of you wherever you're listening. Thanks to those of you watching on DallasCowboys.com, streamed live or later in the week. So, fellas, these little black boxes are the cameras that are streaming live to the website. So try to smile. Try not to chatter your teeth. We want to remind you that next Monday night there is no show. There's never a Cowboys Hour the Monday before Thanksgiving Thursday, because every day of the week is 2 days in one for the players, and that's just an impossible task. So there will be no show next Monday night, and when we come back in 2 weeks, we will be inside the Ford Center, and it will probably then be 62 degrees and sunny. But nonetheless, for the rest of the season, after we come back in 2 weeks, we will be inside the Ford Center. So let's celebrate Victory Monday. This is a trainable audience.
They're doing very well, too.
I like trainable audiences.
Very well.
So you, as young guys, I'm interested in your perspective, because last year was the only thing you knew of pro football. what did the way the season started? What did Chido? We'll let you go first. What did last night's result mean to the team? Do you think?
It meant everything. You know, our backs were to the wall. We kind of knew what kind of team we had. You know, a team of tight-knit group. Everybody pretty much fighting for each other. We just haven't been getting that result. So once we finally got that result, it kind of showed that, you know, what we've been doing is right, and we just got to keep going, you know, staying grounded. And, you know, hopefully we just got to keep fighting, keep swinging, and get some more wins.
Same question, Jourdan.
Man, it's just Philly was just on the path of us finishing 8-0, you know. So we had, you know, the second half of the season, and that's what we're concentrating on every single game.
Is that something you guys have said out loud before right now to each other? 8-0, that's a big task.
I mean, you just got to win. Like Chido said, you just got to do right. And that's every possession, every game. So, you know, those leads to, you know, great possessions, and that leads to great games. So you get those, you string those together, you can string a consistency that, you know, we can win 8.
And Chido, that was a win against the defending champions inside your division, so that's a little bit extra. I wonder, each game seems like it's a lot different, especially for a corner, because the guy across from you can be very different. What are the unique challenges with Philadelphia? Even them, they have a lot of different sorts of guys.
Yeah.
But for you, was it a lot of Alshon Jeffrey? Was it a little bit of everybody?
They pretty much cover the whole spectrum of receivers. You know, you have Golden Tate, who was kind of like a utility guy, screen guy, reverse guy. There was a lot of the gadget plays. And you had Alshon Jeffrey, you know, your prototypical big wide receiver, possession guy, not really down the field. And you had Nelson Aguilar, who's, you know, a really fast guy, quick guy. So, you know, we got the whole I don't even know what you want to call it, but the whole spectrum pretty much of what a receiver is. And I think we handled it good enough for us to get a win. Obviously, in that second half, we let some things kind of go. But, you know, it's just another thing to get better at, another thing to learn from.
And then, Jourdan, you're on offense this year, which is new, and everyone's excited to see that. How did that come about? You know, last night we saw the jet sweep, but...
So I played against Coach Linehan's son in high school. So he just used to see me run the ball.
How many touchdowns you had that game?
I didn't score.
Oh, come on.
You didn't score?
No, I scored. I did. It was the game was like 12-6 or something like that. It was raining and stuff. Cass didn't play well when it rained. You know, we was built on speed. But I mean, so he saw me run the ball. His son saw me run the ball, and they was just like, you know, you could have did it in college. You know, you just did return and stuff like that. But he saw I had the ability, and he just gave me a shot.
He approached you at training camp, or when did that?
No, this came about, you know, when Tavon went down. So he's just like, we got a guy that can do, you know, similar things. You're not saying that, you know, I'm Tavon Austin, but a guy that, you know, we can utilize him doing, you know, screens and sweeps and stuff like that.
Have you had one carry or two?
One.
And a lot of decoys.
Yeah.
So you had that one blistering 7-yard game, and I'm not making light of it. But you've been a decoy ever since.
Yeah.
But if you're going to keep running in that formation, sooner or later the ball's got to come to you some kind of way, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has to. It did last night. So, you know, even though the coverage, you know, unfortunately it was, you know, not the best, you know, I guess, situation for us. But, you know, it came to me last night. So it can, anytime I'm in, it definitely could happen.
What did you consider that throw? Because it was a little low, a little behind.
No, he told me he was throwing it away.
Okay.
They was playing zero coverage. You know, they blitzed everybody. He's just like, I was just trying to get out of my hands.
But I'm worried about you. That doesn't go as a drop.
I have no idea. I'm not worried about that. As long as Coach Gary don't say that was my fault.
Okay. And Chido, do you feel like if Jourdan Lewis, wide receiver Jourdan Lewis, lined up across from Chido, how does that go if we target him 10 or 15 times?
10 or 15 times I will win.
And Jourdan, you agree with that?
No, he understands what I can do.
We
had this little drill where we do little releases, and it's pretty hard to contain me. I kind of take it easy on the man at first. I take it easy. I take it easy. I take it easy.
You lying right now to the camera. That's crazy.
To the cameras.
That's crazy.
I take it easy.
I think the coaches would get mad if we tried it here.
I ain't gonna even comment.
Yeah, although we do have a football field.
I mean,
there is one right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems like something to settle, but I feel like we would get in trouble.
He and them Adidas ain't gonna help. I got these Nikes on.
No, them heavy. You got on heavy.
It seems like it's always Team Adidas, Team Nike.
Have you had a chance to really do that in practice yet?
No, not really do it.
I
but
mean, really do it.
Nah. No.
With that role where it's more, it seems like it's just kind of the jet sweep concept. They haven't had you in practice say, hey, we're doing one-on-ones. Jordan's going to be a receiver?
Not yet.
You
I'll be
interested?
excited to. Oh, yes. Yes, I would.
Which corner do you want to go against the most on this team?
Everybody.
Okay.
Because, I like to
I like
beat
your
everybody.
passion. I think we all saw it in Amazon All or Nothing.
Oh, yeah. I want to beat everybody.
Yeah, you do.
Everybody
And
out there.
unfortunately, I'm sorry, Des Bryant out on November 29th. You won't be able to.
Yeah, they won't. I mean, that's
People
a
were
big
looking
thing.
forward to that.
Yeah. I mean, he's on the outside, so I'm primarily on the inside now, and that would have been his problem. That would have been Chido's problem.
Ooh, Chido.
Are you a better runner, Jordan, or receiver?
I can catch the ball. Honestly, I'm a good route runner, so I don't know what that means.
We've seen you do
Now
the
that I
Odell.
think of it,
We've seen him
you
do
said
the
that we haven't gone against each other.
Not like that.
You
Not
don't
like
remember
no routes.
I
for
pressed you
real.
to the ground when you played scout offense?
Scout offense.
When you just subbed in, you just
No,
wanted to
I failed.
see. Nah, I pressed him to the ground.
He
Yeah.
fell.
I was running. I ran.
I
I
locked him
did my
out.
route, and I was like, It was a go ball one. He knew I wasn't gonna do nothing else, but what, bro? That's
I feel
scout
like we
offense.
could get
sit
the
back, though. I'll sit
DV
back.
Sport look at this. We
Every
could-
rep
Yeah.
counts. My theory is always
Scout,
been that
though?
every rep counts.
You can't
Never give up.
man.
Scouts out there trying to work, We're trying to get work done.
All right, next time they let me do it, I'm all right.
Cheeto, you grew up loving Brian Dawkins, and I heard that you got to meet him actually when you visited Philadelphia. Now, the Eagles are the biggest Cowboys rival. How does it feel to kind of go out there and get that win, especially where Brian Dawkins, is honored and loved?
Yeah, it was a beautiful atmosphere. Philadelphia, weirdly, I have a lot of history with them. Obviously, Brian Dawkins, I used to love him. I got drafted, when the draft was in Philadelphia, when Drew Pearson did, his crazy stuff. And then
Yeah, it's crazy.
and then last year, I had my first pick in Philadelphia, and now we got the dub. So good things keep happening in Philly.
Man, you're the
As long as
charm.
I'm on the
Good things keep
Cowboys, good things keep happening for us. So
Oh, that's great promotion.
Have you met Drew Pearson?
Yeah,
Have you
I
guys
have.
become friends?
yeah, we're cool.
How great is it that forever you will be that pick? That you will be the Drew Pearson pick?
I just got to live up to it. That's how I see it. That's a legend shouting out my name like that, and
was
in
exciting.
draft history, that's going to be etched down. So I just got to live up to it.
The Rocky
We
Steps.
have 7 more weeks. We played 9 games. 7 more weeks of practice, which means 7 more weeks of scout team tape. And I'm going to make it my personal mission to see if I can get some scout team tape to watch, because Jordan, what I've heard Jordan Lewis say is the ante's been upped for scout team when you're playing receiver the rest of the year.
About 15 to 10 times.
Okay, that's what I'm looking at. All right, we're going to take a break and come back with more with Jordan Lewis and Chido Awuzie on the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, brought to you in part by Omni. Next time you travel for an away game, here's how to make the most of it. Stay with Omni Hotels and Resorts. They have 60 premier locations coast to coast with things like world-class spas, championship golf, and great dining. Visit OmniHotels.com to learn more. Omni Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys. And by Lucchese Bootmaker, now open at the Star in Frisco. Shop from a variety of world-class handmade cowboy boots, as well as all new signature apparel and accessories. Visit their brand new store today and experience the tradition that is.
Lucchese Bootmaker.
We'll be right back on the Cowboys Hour.
To the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star.
First and goal, quarterback sneak. Prescott pushes up the middle. Touchdown. Cowboys with 19 seconds. And you said a little bit earlier, these people want to boo something. They'll boo them or they'll boo you.
But they'll boo Santa.
Welcome back to a Victory Monday Cowboys Hour. Oh, the crowd is already losing a little bit of its momentum. It's Victory Monday.
Woo!
There it is. Back. Brad
There it
Sham,
is.
Jeff Kavanaugh, Taylor Stern. We're here with our special guests, Chido Awuzie and Jordan Lewis at the Omni Frisco, and we are braving the elements because it's Victory Monday.
It's Victory Monday. It is. And you guys got that dub last night in Philly. But I have to know, What was the pregame scuffle about? You know, from the outsider looking in, it was just kind of a mix of everybody.
That was real. They're just real disrespectful.
Ooh.
Honestly.
What?
No, it's not even. You know, just saying that. Just say it was real disrespectful what they did. Because usually we go out and the O linemen and D linemen come out last and tight ends and stuff. So we come and we
Yeah, you guys do kind of your lineup where the whole
and
team.
then, so everybody on the Philly side, they just tried to break it up and stuff like that. I'm just like,
So they came over more to the Cowboys sideline.
Yeah. That's how it happened. That's how it started.
And then how did Coach Richard get in there?
He just coached.
I ain't seen nothing.
And that's it.
Yeah, he is.
we ain't
I
seen
heard
that.
that he was just showing technique out there, that it was just technique.
I agree with Chido. I wasn't sure who was where.
Yeah.
I
I
didn't see who
ain't
did
seen
anything.
that.
A mix of beanies, really.
It does seem like a really unique spot when it's a coach of a football team that's out there kind of
he's
somewhere around it is what I would say. Somewhere around it. Do you pull any motivation from that, or are you guys just getting ready for a game?
He just is, I guess entrenched as it is, as we are. So, when you see somebody willing to go to battle for you like that, only raise the stakes for you. So.
Yeah, he's wearing cleats during practice. Have you ever seen a coach with that kind of passion and enthusiasm for the game?
Coach Harbaugh, that's about it.
Yeah, that's true.
But
He's got a different perspective.
He borderline crazy, though.
Yeah, compare and contrast Coach Harbaugh to whoever's the most crazy current Cowboy coach. Who's the most crazy?
Man, I don't know, crazy, but passionate. It could be Coach, Richard. He just bring it every day. It could be because he's younger than everybody, but it's just like you could just tell that he just loved to be around football and still be in it. And he's just so grateful to be with a group like us. So.
But I do want to ask if you've been around Colombo much.
No,
he's crazy.
He fired up too.
Yeah,
He's
fired up. Fired up is a very polite way to say it.
And Marinelli Madness.
But while we're on the subject of Richard, I know you've both been asked throughout training camp and throughout the first half of the season, but for these people who love the Cowboys and have braved the elements, would you each just talk a little bit about what he's brought to the defense as a group, to the secondary, and to each of you individually?
For me, I really just feel like he's a true leader of men. You have a lot of coaches, who stay on football and, everything's always based around football that gives you great technique and stuff like that. But with Coach Richard, he kind of goes a little deeper. He definitely prepares you mentally, spiritually, emotionally, everything. He's going to give you everything he has, and it really helps you become a better man, not just a better football player.
That's strong.
Yeah, no, seriously. But like he said, He talks to us like as as people, not as just like football players. We're not always talking about X's and O's. We always talk about different things going on around the world and stuff like that. And, different situations that we're dealing with. And he's always honest. And those are a few things that you can I guess as a man, not just as a coach, that you can respect. And when you have somebody like that's coaching you, you can only I guess follow that.
I want to go back to the game for a second and a question for you, Chido. And to me, the best part about this whole Cowboy Hour is the fact that you get to be intimately in the same area with Cowboy fans, and you get to go so long form where you can talk about so many different things. So I want to take you to a particular play in the game. And you might know which one. I believe it was 2nd and 10, and they have twins to the right. And it looks like, I believe, Aguilar in the slot is going to go vertical, but he ends up kind of stopping. Jeffrey runs kind of an out and up. And it doesn't look like, as you recover and get over there and end up batting the ball down, it doesn't look like you really had a chance to even look for the ball. You just had to kind of scramble to go make a play.
Yeah.
Did you see the ball, and can you just walk us through what's the coverage, what's going through your head, and how does that play out?
Well, it was a basic zone coverage. I don't want to say too much. It was a basic zone coverage.
Wait.
So you don't want to say 2 or 3.
Jourdan, why was that so funny?
Because he's very vague.
Okay.
Go on.
It was a basic zone coverage, and I kind of seen the ball come out, peripheral vision on my eyes. And then once I seen it come out, I already knew where it was going. And I seen Jeffrey kind of release vertical, so I broke as fast as I could and got there in the nick of time. Maybe 0.5 seconds earlier, maybe I could have turned my head and had a pick, a pretty nice pick too. After seeing the play, but just grateful to get off the field at that time. Definitely a good play for me.
Is that a play where you're just playing his hands? As his hands come up, you say, oh, the ball must be here? And is that a natural thing, or is that something you guys work at constantly to sort of be able to time that right, where I'm not too late, I'm not pass interfering, I'm just hitting it perfect?
Well, the best thing that we look for is to be in position. First off, maybe I could have been a little closer. Maybe I would have been able to make that pick. But I think just, the instinct for me to get there, as quick as I did, that's just something natural in me. It's not really in the defense. So I was really just able to make that play.
Yeah.
And I had a question about another play. Were you involved in blocking for that big fellow that wears 55 on your team?
I tried.
Did you not get a little piece of somebody?
He reversed the field like twice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. Well, that's, he's a linebacker. He doesn't know where the hell he's going.
Confused all the time.
Are you saying he could have had a better plan once he caught it?
Oh, no. He did what he had to. He looked like, a running back out there. Definitely.
He does. Now, you guys are in your second year, but you really are like best friends, at least from everyone outside looking in. You guys just have this automatic bond. We've seen that with Zach Martin. We've seen it with Travis Frederick. But how did you guys get so close?
I actually hate him. I ain't gonna lie.
I figured you would.
That's a strong word.
figured
That's
you
a
did.
very strong word.
It really is. Can't we just all love one
I'm
another?
playing. I love Jourdan.
We can say jealousy.
Hate him because you hate him.
Did I see you guys singing Boys to Men together?
Oh, that was Shy. If I ever fall in love again, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
He did say you love Jourdan.
Huh?
Yeah, you love Jourdan.
Yeah, I do.
Honestly, I think it started. We were in the car, and he turned on some music. And I'm just like, man, what is this? And it sounded like some stuff back home. And he was like, okay, yeah, this we listen to in the Bay. Because at first I thought he was lame, So I didn't know he was listening to stuff like that, honestly. So I'm listening to it. I'm just like, man, this sounds like some stuff from Detroit, man. What is this? And he put me on this group, man, and just we bonded from there. And ever since then, it was just.
So music was the bond.
Yeah, but it's crazy because like the culture in the Bay is similar to in Detroit, so it was kind of easy.
In what ways?
The music, just just the culture. Honestly, some of the lingo is the same. It's just some of the dances even, and it's just like it's crazy.
But why did you think he was lame?
I don't know. It's just I don't know. He went to Colorado.
What is
I don't
that?
know nobody from Colorado, so
They're lame there. That's what I've heard. Yeah.
It is funny though how Romo and Witten first bonded in a van to the
Training
practice
camp, yeah.
facility, right? When they reported as rookies, and
Mm-hmm.
Dak and Zeke,
the same thing.
At the combine, yeah.
Yes, and now.
Oh, and video games, 2K, NBA 2K.
Oh, we've heard that.
Oh, Jourdan, I saw you. Were you campaigning to a pro player to try to get on the circuit?
Yeah. I'm trying to get verified. I'm trying to actually get on, become a professional gamer.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now hold on, because now that esports is such a big deal, and the Cowboys are involved with owning an esports team, I smell a conversation that demands enough time to properly have it.
Yeah, you guys can get on my Call of Duty team.
He better than me at Call of Duty.
No. You meant No, I mean full segment.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to take a break and come back, and we're going to get into this with Jourdan Lewis and Chido Awuzie on the Cowboys Hour at the Omni Frisco at Neighborhood Services.
Jack Black. Want to use what the pros use? Jack Black is the official men's skincare brand of the Dallas Cowboys. Get your Jack Black Playmaker 4 JB faves plus a full-size lip balm for just $10 with free shipping at getjackblack.com. Use code Cowboys and Albertsons. When it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
We'll be right back on the Cowboys Hour.
To the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertsons and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star.
Tie game, fourth quarter. This is big boy stuff. Snap back, fake the end around, rolling right, throws to Elliott at the 5. Walk that dog. In for the touchdown. 7-yard touchdown pass to Elliott. Welcome back to the Cowboys Hour. That was last night, part of Victory Monday.
Woo!
That's what led to Victory Monday. We're here at the Omni Frisco with Jeff Kavanaugh and Taylor Stern and our special guests, Jourdan Lewis and Chido Awuzie. And again, a reminder, we will have no show next week because it'll be Thanksgiving week already next week. But that's next week. This is Atlanta game week. No show next week. And when we reconvene in 2 weeks, we will be inside the Ford Center just in case Mother Nature decides to ever again show her sense of humor and give us a night like this.
Yeah.
Now back to the very important topic that the great Brad Sham was trying to get us into a minute ago.
Are you still doing that
gamer?
Fortnite?
I
Yeah,
kind of
that
fell off
Fortnite.
of
Yeah,
I kind of
that
fell off
stuff.
of Fortnite a couple weeks
That
ago because I
Fortnite.
got into the new Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But I was a strong Fortnite.
Jeffrey was very heavy into the Fortnite.
And I believe you two are directly opposed when it comes to Fortnite.
No,
right?
he like-
Cheeto,
he
you
like
love
Fortnite.
it,
I
and
don't
Jordan
like
hates it.
I don't like it. He the one that made me, try it, and I was just like, I can't do it.
I heard from one of my coworkers, Ben Rogers. He said that now that the football teams, you can kind of put the jerseys on in Fortnite.
Yeah.
That he designed one with your number to try to get you to play.
No, that's not gonna get me to play. He just playing with me on there, which is not cool.
Oh no!
I'm just playing. He sent it to me though. It was he got all the emotes. He was dancing and stuff with me. It was all weird. I'm just like, come on,
Are
it's not
you a
real
better
big game.
dancer?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, those dances are kind of weird on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Well, they're built by a computer. I think they're basically perfect, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're digital.
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder there.
There you go.
But Jordan, you are the 2K player. Now, do the Cowboys have an official partnership or stake with some sort of esports team?
Yeah.
I don't want to get that
yeah.
wrong.
Complexity Sports is
Okay.
the Cowboys esports team.
Okay,
They came and whooped on us
Yeah.
in Madden.
Young
Well, him.
Dreeny.
Him.
Young Dreeny came
Whooped on
out
him in
to
Madden.
training camp.
Yeah,
They
he
set
whooped
that
on
up.
him. He whooped on him.
You
man.
played it?
I wish our radio audience could see the quizzical look on Cheeto's face right now. Like,
Tell him the
I remember
score.
that.
what are you talking about?
You don't remember the score?
I really
Yeah.
don't.
I remember it was 21-3 or something like that. 21-7. He scored 21 on you.
No, I don't remember that.
What
bro.
team did you play with?
I don't remember. I really don't remember this.
What team do you normally play with when you play
The
Madden?
Cowboys.
Are you lying?
Nah, honestly, yeah, I play with the Cowboys.
Yeah? And where do you like to play? I know you can do different fields and stadiums. Where do you play?
I mean, whoever's the home team, I play, their stadium pretty much. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm gonna get the dub regardless.
Whoa.
So
That's how it
I'm
works.
transitioning into being an older person very fast because some of the esports stuff even I don't know. Like Taylor's dropping the name of a guy that plays it that's a pro, and I don't know.
Dreamy.
Do you guys know some of the guys that
Yeah.
I know.
that are the pros?
I know the guys that play NBA 2K, so I know some of those guys.
Because Twitch?
Yeah, Twitch, and they actually have a draft for it now, like an NBA draft, like
Yeah,
the NBA
it's legit.
sponsors it. And
So
then
that's
it's a
going to be
draft.
huge. NFL
Yeah.
players are watching digital online players.
Yeah.
You guys
Can
know
I,
who they
can
are.
I just stop this for a minute and I am now going to act my age,
I have no idea.
and I am.
What's an e-sport?
No, I know what an e-sport is. But this is my question, and I want all four of you to address it. Why would people pay to sit in an arena and watch other people play video games?
I mean, if you're interested in something, like a lot of people are, in video games, you want to see the best, the best do it. So, I mean, wherever it is, whatever sport it is or video game it is, it's going to be a demand for it because people all over the world love, video games. So,
Not everybody could be LeBron James and
LeBron
Dak and Zeke.
James.
So,
Exactly.
when you play a video game, you could beat them.
nobody
and
can
you
beat
could be
Jordan
better
Lewis
than them.
in NBA 2K.
That I get.
Yeah.
That I get.
Yeah.
I don't get why someone would pay money to watch someone else play the
Because
video
the same people that play the video game, they may not, in the video game, they might not be as good. So, like, someone that is as good, they are like the LeBron James or whatever of that game. So, it's like, oh, I want to watch.
Strategy,
You know what I'm saying? And
Why
like,
would you
yeah,
watch a concert?
I do, and again,
Something like that.
I prefaced this by saying I was going to act my age.
Yeah.
Not, I wasn't going to try to be y'all's age.
Yeah.
So why would you do that, Jeff? Would you pay money
I've never really watched, but I bet if I were 5 or 10 years younger, I would because you grow up with it differently.
Yeah.
I play it. I don't really watch it, but I know a ton of people watch whatever video game, Fortnite, they watch Ninja play. And I'm sure every game has the guy like that that's the pro. And I think if you're the best in the world or one of the best in the world at what you do, there's going to be enough people that are a fan of that or that have done that themselves and can't do it at that level that they want to watch you play.
Yeah, I mean, now, Brad, I know you were about to ask me if I would watch as well, but, you know, they're actually giving out college scholarships because all you need is a computer.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's crazy. So
You never watched a Pong tournament anywhere, Brad?
Watched a Pong tournament?
Yeah, that's your video game, right? The little things go up and down.
I mean, that was the first one I played. Yeah, no, I would not watch a Pong tournament. I would not go to watch a Pong tournament.
No, I wouldn't either.
You know who I know would watch these guys play video games is their moms, because these guys are so good to your moms. I mean, Jordan's mom is here tonight, Linda, braving the cold right here.
Yeah, let's hear it from Mom. Now, come on. I got to hear some
I didn't
sounds
tell her we was
from
going to be
Mom.
outside until we was in the car.
And then, Chido, both of you guys have gone above and beyond for gifts for your moms. You got your mom a car last year for her birthday, and then you got your mom and sister a house in Detroit. So how do you even top that? Do you ever top it again, or it's just a once-in-a-lifetime thing?
Her birthday just came up, so, you know, that house is kind of expensive. So I was just like, you know.
Here's a
I
rug.
guess, yeah, we can go out to eat. You got a house. You know what I'm saying?
Chido, you can get another car?
That's tough. That's tough.
Now, Jordan, I saw an interaction that you posted that you say was between you and your mother, and I'm curious about. Do you really make your toast below the level 2 on the toaster?
Yeah.
And it goes up to what, like 7 or 8 or 9? And you go below 2?
Yeah.
Does it get hot?
It's warm. I like it
not
warm.
even toast.
Like someone breathed
warm.
on it.
Yeah,
That's just bread.
But there's no color change,
I like
right?
a little. Yeah, it's a beige. It's, you know, beige, a little slight brownish. You know.
Okay.
That's it though. I don't want it.
Why'd you even toast it then?
Because I don't want it to be flimsy. I want to have a little crunch to it too.
I can respect that.
Not a lot though. He like his. Oh my God, his crunch. It be so burnt. He eat it in means.
Because we be playing video games. I be on the mic and I just be eating in the mic, so you can just hear all the crunch.
Please
You know what I'm eating.
You don't mute.
I said, please.
Nah, you gotta hear
stop.
it. You gotta mute me.
Okay, now, since we have both of you here, I have another thing that fascinates me, and this is college football. Now, Jordan, your team is getting better and better
It's
as the
really
year
good,
goes
yes.
on. They're really good. And it appears they have a corner that you're a really big fan of that looks like he's going to be an NFL guy.
Yeah.
But what I want to ask you about is the mascot. Does Michigan still not have a mascot?
We have one. It's just in our facility. It's
Okay.
in Schembechler Hall. He's stuffed.
Okay, the stuffed one. Because I did
Wolverine.
look it up. In 1927, you guys had a live Wolverine, a couple of them.
I don't think that'll work too
for
well.
one season. Well, they grew, and people feared for their lives. So they took it back to the zoo, and they didn't do it. But Mike Leach, one of my favorite quotes in college football, he was talking about playing Colorado coming up and said that Ralphie, the Colorado mascot, hands down the best mascot in the country.
By far.
Wow.
What,
Heavy praise.
Ralphie?
Ralphie, that's the name of the buffalo.
Is that when we played them? Is that what Ryan Leach?
Ralphie's the buffalo.
Ralphie is the buffalo.
We didn't
When
bring
did-
Ralphie.
I'm
We
saying
didn't
when
bring
did he say
Ralphie.
that, though? Y'all didn't bring him?
Nah, he stayed home.
Oh, okay.
What was the
He
result?
only travels certain places that's special. We didn't need him for y'all.
I guess, you know, when you lose, it's not special. So.
I feel like Leighton Vander Esch could get them a new wolf, though. We could figure that
I
out.
feel like he probably could, but
What would happen if a Wolverine fought a buffalo?
It'll
Depends
tear
where.
up the buffalo.
Are you serious?
No, the Wolverine would tear up the buffalo. You know what a honey badger is?
You ever met a herd of buffalo?
Could
We
we get
talking
that
about
in an
Ralphie.
esports
We
game?
talking
Can you
about
do
Ralphie.
some animal
You tear
fights?
Ralphie up.
Type
You talking about what? On what?
Yeah.
That's the thing about the buffalo. We shoulder to
see,
shoulder.
here,
We
you
ride
hear 'em?
together. It's
We
not
ride
one on
together.
one.
We ride together. Ralphie get ate up.
Buffaloes.
I don't know. A buffalo's body weight can be really scary
look it
because,
up.
like hippos and elephants,
Look it
that's the
up.
two baddest things
Wolverine,
on the planet.
a honey badger is the most vicious animals on the planet.
I don't doubt it. I
Honey
don't
badger.
doubt
Are
it.
y'all the Michigan honey badgers now?
A Wolverine is a honey badger.
The heck? Never heard that
A
one.
badger is a Wolverine.
I never heard that one.
And finally, Chido, let's talk about your endorsements. We have to get you one, right? Is that still not like
Chido.
If Tacos has his tacos?
Yeah.
Do we still not have you hooked up?
Not yet, man.
How
Not
do we?
yet.
What do we do?
I don't know.
Okay, how about this?
I'll
We'll just tee it up. Tell me, do you prefer the crunchy ones or the soft ones?
Ever since I was a little kid, I grew up just loving, hot Cheetos, the taste of them, the texture. Even Chester, the whatever he is.
You can really relate. Is he your favorite mascot?
That would be a
next to the buffalo.
Cheeto.
Yeah.
Ooh, buddy.
I actually grew up loving hot Cheetos though, for real.
Everybody love hot Cheetos.
The fries and then the hot Cheeto puffs with the lemon. Yeah, those are my
Lemon.
With the lemon.
Lemon.
Yeah.
See, this is that we can make this happen.
Well,
I know we can.
We have to, because the practiced way that Chido just launched into that commercial.
Yes.
This was not the first time you've talked about Chido. He is ready for whenever Madison Avenue is ready to find its true Chido. He is Chido.
Just remember that Chester he's a cheetah.
Cheetahs.
Yeah.
The cat.
Keep
cheetah.
that in mind.
What would happen if a cheetah fought a wolverine and a buffalo?
At the
I
same
think
time?
we could do that on esports.
I think whichever animal is the most passive would win, because the other two would do damage to each other, and the third one in is
I
probably
believe-
a good
I
shit.
believe-
So
the winner-
Ralphie would definitely be. If that's the logic you use, and he'd be fine.
I believe the winner would be the cheetah, because the cheetah is faster than the wolverine or the buffalo, would run away, and the wolverine and the buffalo would then be left to deal with each
Cheetahs
other.
cheetahs
wins.
aren't bred to run away though. They bred to prey on people. I never seen a cheetah run away actually.
Did you get that from Marinelli Madness?
No, yes, I have. We watch a lot of cheetahs. Oh my God. Every time we watch a cheetah, it's chasing something.
Yeah,
agree.
no, it's going to go get something.
I
All right,
agree.
we're going to take our final break, and then one of the Stevens is going to come to our audience here at the still flickering lights of the Omni Frisco to get your questions for Chido Awuzie and Jourdan Lewis on Victory Monday. We are here, brought to you on the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, sponsored in part by Omni. Next time you travel for an away game, here's how to make the most of it. Stay with Omni Hotels and Resorts. They have 60 premier locations coast to coast with things like world-class spas, championship golf, and great dining. Visit OmniHotels.com to learn more. Omni Hotels and Resorts, the official hotel of the Dallas Cowboys. And by Lucchese Bootmaker, now open at the Star in Frisco. Shop from a variety of world-class handmade cowboy boots, as well as all-new signature apparel and accessories. Visit their brand-new store today and experience the tradition that is
Lucchese Bootmaker.
We'll be right back on the Cowboys Hour.
To the Miller Lite Cowboys Hour, supported by Albertson and broadcasting live from the Omni Frisco at the Star.
All right, 3rd and 2 at the 30. Wentz in the gun, looking left, looking right, screen right, and a tackle is made by Van Der Esch behind the line at the 35 on Clement, and it's 4th down and 5.
Wow, what a play.
What a play.
That was last night when the Cowboys beat the Philadelphia Eagles, which brought us Victory Monday, and we're here on the Cowboys Hour. I'm Brad Sham with our special guests this evening, Jourdan Lewis and Chido Awuzie, along with Jeff Kavanaugh, and the next voice you'll hear, that of Taylor Stern.
Yes, and big thanks to Papa John's tonight, because when the Cowboys win, which they did last night, Victory Monday, you get 50% off regular menu price pizzas the next day at papajohns.com with promo code CowboysWin. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Not valid with any other discounts. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary. Whew, it's always a long one. And big thanks to Albertsons. When it comes time to shop for tailgate favorites, go to Albertsons and Tom Thumb. Get 10% off your groceries every Dallas Cowboys game day when you wear your Cowboys jersey. Albertsons and Tom Thumb, the official supermarket and pharmacy of the Dallas Cowboys.
All right, and now if we have any questions for Chido or Jourdan, we're going out to the crowd here, and I believe Steven has somebody with us here.
Yes, I'm out here with the Brave audience members, and I'm with
Brave.
Larry right now with a question for both of you guys.
Gentlemen, welcome to Texas.
Yes, sir.
Other than watching the two of you joke around, I'd love to be in the car to listen to you guys talk after the show. But my question is that, for the most part, people don't like to smile on their driver's license. Do you guys? Okay.
I could
Do you
read
like
mine.
your driver
You
license?
can take a look at his license.
I'm not even smiling in mine.
Let me see. Yeah, my mom told me to smile. I don't think I did.
That's
Let me see.
unfortunate.
They're taking them out right
Nope. Looks like a mugshot.
now. And he has a Texas license. So do you.
Yep, his does too.
Yeah. I mean,
His does too.
Now, is that one of
I'm
those
not
things that's
smiling. It's
dangerous? I was going to say hold it up to the camera. Is that one of those things that you want people to have those
Your
numbers?
address?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's not do that.
It's a fake address.
Oh, okay. Well, then,
Of
let's
course,
absolutely.
it's a fake address.
Cheeto actually has Jordan's address on his license. So, yeah, just go ahead and put it up there.
I think he set us up for that one.
So, on Victory Monday, how much different is, let's say, your head coach after that win versus loss? That sure felt like a game that everybody in DFW kind of needed.
I mean, for the fans, of course, it's a big rivalry game, that we definitely took a step to that next level. But for us, it's just, like I said, it's on the path for, 8-0. And that's what we're striving for, and that's what that's our goals right now, as of now. And that's just another notch on our belt as of now.
Steven, we got another question from the audience here.
Yeah, I got Juan here with a question.
Quick question. I was going to ask, what kind of style of music do y'all like to listen to? And if so, what are your favorite artists?
Good one. They like music.
I listen to a lot of music. I listen to, depending on, like, my mood, I can listen to African music. I can listen to, like, very hood music. I can listen to R&B, gospel. It really just depends on my mood.
I listen to rap, a lot of the, stuff that he just said. But when my mom's in the car, a lot of old R&B and stuff. Sometimes.
What's on your pregame playlist? Like last night before the game, what were you listening to?
I like Travis Scott.
Yeah.
I like some of his
Astro
stuff.
World.
Some of his older stuff. But Astro World is pretty good, and a lot of the stuff, like you said, like the stuff that we listen to back at home. So a lot of that.
What is that? I need to be filled in.
I don't lie, not right now. We can tell you, but
I tell you, when the microphone goes off, I'm incredibly interested.
Yeah, I want to know.
It's
Come on,
definitely
why can't you tell them?
shoot 'em up, bang bang. But
Oh, okay, I understand.
but but it's just the stuff that we kind of grew up listening to, and it was just I guess a cultural phenomenon where we from.
Yeah, I got a chance to know you guys last year when I was doing more social media, but both of you guys are really active on social media, and I feel like you're really authentic and transparent. Is that on purpose? Do you feel like you don't want to hide anything?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty transparent.
Yeah.
I mean, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, I mean, what can I do? I can only be me. But I feel like that I censor myself. I do it the right way, and I feel like that's me.
You said you wanted to go to people's jobs and tell them what's up.
That wasn't the most, I guess, sensible.
No, I agree with it. I mean, these guys are getting tweeted at, commented at, everything you can think of by fans and sharing all of their thoughts.
It's really just a joke, though. It don't
I thought
really
it was
mess
funny.
with me. Yeah.
I thought if we could really make that happen.
See, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to, show everybody how funny it'd be.
If you're in, I'm in. We'll go to people's cubicles and we'll call them out.
Oh, man, that'd be lit.
If you could get the website to stream it, I promise you, I'm watching it, I'm retweeting it, I'm sharing it.
Okay.
That would be an amazing thing to watch.
Bob,
Deal.
where's the stapler?
Deal.
Jordan,
Yeah.
you just got a great, outgoing, super exuberant person. Is that born and raised with that sort of outgoing personality, or is that developed?
I was bashful, especially outside of football, growing up. But when the pass got on, and I'm just around my friends and stuff like that, it's always been like that. But now I'm just like, why not just do it in all aspects? I've been happy doing it. So.
Cheeto, does his energy ever get annoying?
Yes.
Cheeto, are you still growing out the rat tail?
No, it's gone.
Oh, what happened? Cheeto was growing out a rat tail
If you wanna
for
call
his
it that.
hair.
Yeah,
Would you
but
call it the duck tail?
It stopped growing, honestly.
Oh.
That's why
I
I
don't
could.
know.
It just stopped
Can that
growing,
happen?
I guess.
No,
It
he
stopped?
just wasn't patient, and everybody just kept talking about him. So
People liked it. People told me not to cut it. It became me.
Now
That's
the hoop
that
area.
is.
I even
Okay.
saved the hair. No, I'm playing.
it became. I said, ew.
I'm really sorry I know that. We have just a couple of minutes left, and I want to come back to football. But before we run out of time, I also want to ask you four to join me in singing happy birthday to Miss Minnie, one of the greatest Cowboy fans I have ever known.
Hey.
That's you?
Coming up on Friday.
Let's get it.
Happy birthday
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Miss Minnie. Happy birthday to you.
On a victory Monday! And if you will become as devoted a Cowboy fan as Minnie, which is highly unlikely, then we'll sing happy birthday to you, too. We got about 2 minutes left. I'd like to hear each of you talk about this. Second year in the league, usually you see the biggest jump in performance and understanding. Both you guys were hurt last year, injured, and you didn't really have a chance to even get into being who you were at the beginning of the year. And now you come into your second year with a whole new system and a whole new position coach and all that. So Chido, you go first. How much different is this year?
It's a lot different. I think, I don't even think I've played. Last game was probably my 16th game, so probably, the amount of games a regular rookie would play. So, this year I definitely had a lot more responsibility, knew what I was coming into. The experience definitely helped, but I just think, the guys around me, really helped a lot. I think we're a real tight-knit group. It's like college again. Everybody's real close. So I think that's the biggest difference with our whole team is that we're just so close right now. So it's real fun, just being around all the guys.
I feel like, what I learned my second year is just know that you don't know everything. Just go out there and just give it your best and prepare like, you're still a rookie because, that's how you stay in this league and that's how you become very good in this league. And like Chido said, we have a very close-knit group, and I feel like it can only, it's only up from here.
How does one prepare for Julio Jones when you watch him on tape?
Just run and hide.
Oh,
I would prefer if you guys remained on the field and attempted to cover him.
Us too.
That's how I would prepare. But seriously, you just watch tape, or are there signals or things you look for?
You just do what you've been taught to do. We have a specific technique. We have a lot of definite keys and tendencies we have, like throughout receivers' route and stuff like that. So if we stay true to that, we feel like we can guard anybody.
And what does Ridley do for them?
He definitely adds another element. Definitely a fast guy. Atlanta's been a pretty good historic team with having 3 really good receivers. Since Roddy White and those boys. So. We just have to prepare for them. We know that this game is going to be a lot on the secondary to show up.
And the other thing, of course, is that they take Tank Lawrence and Randy Gregory out to dinner and say, why don't you guys go knock that guy down to the ball and come back here.
I'll make everything easy.
Hey, I want to thank all of you for being here on a frigid evening at the Omni. Thank you so much. We appreciate your being here. Thanks to Jeff Kavanaugh and Taylor Stern, and especially thanks to Chido Awuzie and Jordan Lewis for being with us on the Cowboys Hour this evening. Next week, no show because it's the Monday before Thanksgiving, and we'll be back inside the Ford Center in 2 weeks on the Cowboys Hour.
At Jim Beam, we know the importance of things passed down, like team loyalty and tailgating with friends and family.